Let's start with what the basics of commanding are for you and what goes into it.
So on a day where I feel like I want to command, feeling good, I got time, no one's gonna interrupt me. Log in, I go on every single map, see who's tagged up, and then I decide what map to tag up in. Usually it's the one without a tag, and it's usually not EVG. So I tag up and I ping the team chat, I ping my discords, and I'll see who shows up. So, commanding, the reason why I do it, I've said this before, is because nobody else commands. I have the personal belief that there should be a commander tag in every single map, and it should be a group of 20 squad. And then, once people start rallying up, depending on what time of day it is, if it's peak NA prime time and there's like other fight guilds going on, then yeah, of course, we're gonna need like meta players, meta classes and builds. But like if it's like off time, there's nothing really going on, then just open tag, play whatever the heck you want. So of course, the first thing when it comes to commanding is communication. Communication. Super important for anybody that wants to command. Don't be shy. I guess that's probably the biggest obstacle. People are shy. They're not used to talking to a lot of people. You type in team chat or map chat, you tell them like, hey, I'm tagging up, I'm gonna be this map, this is my Discord, rally up, I'm at the waypoint, I'm dropping food, I'm dropping, utilities, etc. So that's something that you need to like plan ahead of time. Like, you gotta make sure you have your feast, you have to make sure you have your books. And once you start creating your squad, you want to copy and paste your Discord link to the squad message so they could just copy and paste that. A lot of people forget they can't do that. People don't realize, I guess. But then you can type something under the squad message. For me personally, I type different messages from time to time. If you've joined my squad, you've probably seen them. It would say like, oh, I need firebrands, scrappers, scourges, heralds, whatever. I'll just type, something, or I'll type like a friendly, like helpful tip, like just focus on me, just follow me tight. Wherever I move, you move. When I move, you move. Stay on pin. Focus on your reaction, your movement, and your positioning, that kind of stuff. Just messages. I don't know if anyone ever reads them, but that's to say. So once the squad starts rallying up, I start seeing like who's getting on. Ideally, you would want 2 supports, 3 DPS. Some people would also say like 2 supports, 1 utility, 2 DPS, or like, you know, 2 utilities, 1 support, 2 DPS, etc. I play with what I get really for me. And I think that's something that you have to be prepared to manage. It's a managerial role, and you have to understand what each class does. The tricky part is I guess knowing how every player in your squad is built. So you can have a firebrand or a scrapper in your squad, but that doesn't mean that they're a support player. They could be DPS. You would have to ask, of course. That's one thing that I probably need to work on more because I just assume a lot, and it's really bad to assume that, oh, they're playing firebrand, they know what they're doing, or they have all their their minstrel set, whatever. So I guess, when you're forming up a squad, when you're tagging up, you have to kind of have a little background knowledge about what each class does, their responsibilities, how you're going to organize the squads, etc.
If you're interested in listening to the full recording of this episode of Say Chat Podcast, you can find the link in the description below. Thank you very much for listening. Bye!